There's a dude right over here. That's crazy. He's right at 120 something. That's crazy.
Oh, I got him!
Yes!
Yeah, bro.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, bro.
I see him.
I left a little sliver at the top. Nine deaths.
Those corners in the map don't have like.
Oh, baby!
Just finished the one.
All right, one on the roof still. Yeah!
I didn't even know we were down to just us and them.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul. All right, end of the song. Anyways, hey, where are you guys going? There we go, baby. Night, night. Oh my gosh.
Raiden just cut that corner. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Sorry, Domi. I am so sorry, everyone. You're fine. I said that.
Let's go! Yes! So Drew and the guy in front of him both have penalties. I'm gonna push boots the best I can. Let's go! Let's go! My wedding day, the birth of my son, an American finishing first at Le Mans. Yeah! Yes! Woo! Dallas, get the party room started. Woo! That's right, Snozberry. Defending American soil with American muscle. Hell yeah! Woo! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Danger. Hello, Dallas. Hello, Lurkers. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everything is coming in A-OK. Looks like it is. Good. Oh, it is Wednesday, June 25th, and it is 7:35 p.m. here at the state-of-the-art DW studio. I think my camera's off center a little bit. I'm off center a little bit. Anyways, we're going to do some time trial for Nürburgring. We got another week of it, but I will be on vacation next week, so we want to get done what we can this weekend with it. I'm aiming for a low 27. I'm looking to drop another 2 seconds off this time. That's gonna be tough though. I see a lot of times in the 17s and 18s now. But if I can get into this range right in here, if I can get it right around flawed, I'd be happy. So when you try to shave a couple seconds off, we're firmly in gold. It's not that, but that, you know, plus 2.5%, the delta that we're that far off from the top guys. I want to get that down a little bit. So, and yeah, Danger, you are unable to pick any cars tonight because we're doing this. We're doing the 2017 Suzuki Swift Sport around the Nürburgring. It's a fun little car. A lot more fun than I originally thought it would be. But it is not going to blow the doors off of anything. But this is definitely an interesting challenge. Yeah, thank goodness, Dallas. That's right. But there is Friday. Friday's right around the corner, right? And I think this Friday we're going to try to go back to the weekly challenges where you guys pick my cars. So this is not a short track by any stretch of the imagination. Of course, this is the Nordschleife layout of Nürburgring. Forgot to shift up. I had a practice round earlier where I took this corner up here at the top of the hill here in 6th and was really in the grass. It's not horrible. 206.7's not horrible. It's not great either. Should have gone back up to 4th before I hit the accelerator. I am taking that turn a lot better. Still not sure if I should be taking that turn in flat out, but yeah, I should not have doubled down, or I should not have downshifted to third. Too much wheel squeal. Ooh, that was close to invalidating the lap. Was not paying attention. Gotta make sure to slow down in time here. I hope so, Dallas. I mean, I've already got gold. I just need to shave another second and a half or two off my time. I keep trying to hit 222 on this little part right here before this uphill, just so I don't lose as much time, but I still haven't figured out exactly where I need to shift to sixth, or if I even do. I think I can brake a little bit later than I have been down here. We're gonna try it, and if we die, we die. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. That was bad. I want to double check some of the top times real quick. I want to check 2 spots in particular. Try that again. Yeah, I think keeping it out of third is still the best choice. Well, hold on. How early did he upshift there? Holy cow. About 5,700, maybe because he's going downhill. He keeps in 5th here. I don't think I have enough speed to do that. Yeah, about 57.5, 6,000, somewhere in that range. They're going to kind of cheat over to the right a little bit. I mean, that's 2 seconds right there of time. If I could just clean up those first 2 sectors, not even down to 2 seconds. If I can just make up a second of time there. He is confident in this car. He's also a very skilled driver. Hold on a second. Okay. You do have to come off there. Okay. Yeah, he was on the razor's edge there. Okay. Yeah, keep it in fourth in this turn, that's what I thought. But he's able to keep it pinned. Okay, so you can keep it pinned if you do this right. And then I'm letting off just a little bit here. He does let off there a little bit. Oh, he shifts up to fifth really early. Okay. He's carrying so much speed, yeah. Keep it in fifth through there. Don't downshift to fourth. Keep it in fifth, okay. Come on. Okay. Interesting. Wow, he waits really a long time before he hits those brakes there. Of course, it's Damien, so that doesn't surprise me. I bet he's able to keep it pinned here. Okay. He's got enough speed where he's going into fifth before that turn. Yeah, I mean, he's what, 11 seconds ahead of me there. I mean, 2 in the first 2 sectors, so. He does go to 6th. Does he get up to 122? I bet he does. Maybe not. He does. Does he dip below 120 then? Thank you, Tex. He does. He gets to 119. And how late is he breaking down here? Yeah, I mean, I'm like 11, 12 seconds behind him at this point. All right. Let's see what we can do. Pick up just a little bit of time. I'd like to get about 2 seconds on that entire track, so I'd like to get down to the mid-27s. All right, let's see what we can do. That's right, Danger. Let's get the time down. All right, let's try that again. I don't know how he keeps it through 5th through there. He's carrying a lot of speed, that's for sure. And he's Damien. He's an alien. Hey, guess what? That doesn't count. That's not good. That's not enough brakes. That's not good. Why did I downshift? Stop going to 3rd. That's a little bit better of a start. Ah, you're kidding me. All right, just keep pushing. Nope. Wah wah. I think we were doing pretty good too for a while, at least for the first couple sectors. Stop using third. Wah, wah. Dang it. I'm trying to keep that speed up there, but I'm just not skilled enough yet to do that. Through that turn like that. Yes, sports mediums though. It's the sport mode time trial that came out last Thursday. You got another week to do it. We're trying to shave a couple seconds off our time. Too much wheel squeal through there. And remember, we can wait till the second sign here to make that sharp left. Not great. Ideally, I want to be down in the 32s there. But yeah, Bill, it is a stock Suzuki Swift under BOP. So I've got a 29.8, which is solidly in gold. I'm trying to get down to about a 20, upper 27s. I would like to knock 2 seconds off nitro. And welcome in, by the way, over on YouTube to both Phil and Nitro. But yeah, I would like to get down to the 27s. Thank you, thank you. It's a fun little combo. Too deep. I needed to slow down a little bit more. Now, how Damien does the carousel in fourth is beyond me. But Damien's an alien, so. Now, he kept it in fourth here, and you flat out at the top of the hill up here. So I can keep it in fourth. It's the flat out that I'm not so sure about. Yeah, you want to shift around 6,000 RPMs. And then you want to, at a couple spots, you want to shift really early so you can take advantage of that longer gear. Now, he did not downshift here. Okay. And now he brakes a lot later than I do at the end of this straight. He shifts before this turn here. It's gonna be close. This might be close to a 27, chat. That's right, Dallas. Come on. Yes. That is 1.8 seconds off. What's going on, MJ? Oh, no. Yeah, I get that, MJ. I get that. You're part of being a guy. You got to double, triple, quadruple check everything. All right, that's a new best, chat. That's an 8:28.025. Quarter of a tenth off of a 27. So I was at what, plus 2.5%? I'm gonna guess I'm at 2.35%? 2.2. Nice. Wow, I dropped from what, 5100th to 2600th? So yeah, I basically cut my position in half right there. 27 is definitely doable. Well, I know it's doable. But I might be able to actually squeak out a 27 here. Did you look at the thumbnail, MJ, for today's stream? I think the first time I did it, yeah, I like it too. I like that. I like that, that tool. That's a screenshot of, what's the little jump here called? I forgot what section that is, but it's a screenshot of that, of the Swift making that little hop. It gets its own little 2-inch vertical. And then a different picture of me. But in any case, I really wasn't, I'll never remember it, but Plants Garden. And I know that's not how you say it, but that's how I'm saying it. No, I did it the first time, and I think I got a 30.4 or a 30 no, sorry, a 34 or a 35. I forget exactly what. And then I stepped away from it for a couple days and got down to a 32, and then the next day got down to like a 30. And so, yeah, we just now hit a low 28. What is going on, Lodge? How are you doing tonight, my friend? Hope you are doing well. Dallas is over here on Twitch like, what's everybody doing on YouTube tonight? I don't know, Dallas. One of those nights. Sometimes it's YouTube, sometimes it's Twitch. I need to find time to grind for the Sovereign C9. I have no clue when. Yeah. I just spent 20 mil this evening, or this afternoon, on the far right Legends car. What was that? Oh, the 52 Mercedes? Is that what that was? Yeah, it's a 52, right? Nitro. You got both up, sir. There you go, Dallas. Dallas is a real G. He's got both Twitch and YouTube up. And not that I stream over there too much anymore, but when I do on Kick as well. Do I own all Group C's? No. We're gonna come back to this in a couple minutes, chat. What do I own? What do I not own in Group C? So I have all the ones for this week, but what am I missing for Group C? Yeah, I already got both of those, MJ. What am I missing? I think I got the Jag. Let me just do it by performance points. Let me do it by category. Category. Really? Yeah, okay. I'm just curious. Okay. Could you, like, go the other way, please? Could you, like, go the other way? Can you do it in, like... there we go. Yeah, that's not actual distance driven. Anyways, all right. What am I doing? Category? All right, I've got the Jag. I'm pretty sure I've got the Nissan. Yeah. Nissan 92. Yeah. R92. Porsche 962. I'm pretty sure I have that. Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, I think I've got them all, MJ. Yeah, cars ain't cheap. Cars ain't cheap. Let me move my big head. Hold on. Now you can see. So you said, let's see. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna Porsche right there. So I've got the Jag, I've got the Nissan, I've got the Porsche, I've got the Mazda, yet the 787 and the Sauber, which the Benz is my favorite one. So yeah, I do have all the Group C's. So. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Now you can see them all. Yep. We're good. Yeah, we got all the Group C's. And I know I saw Lodge say something. You love the Nuclear Winter tribute you posted on Insta. Yeah. I know I got some hate for it from in a couple platforms. Like, I know I don't miss Nuclear Winter. Shut up. You know you do. That grenade kill at the end of that match was wild. And honestly, I should never have survived the 3v1 right there by the mansion. But, Heavy Gun Godfather does Heavy Gun Godfather things. Group C under BOP will be fun for whenever we're doing it. The Sauber is miles clear in the corners, but the Jag and Mazda are 40 miles an hour quicker in a straight line. Yeah. Yeah, the Jag is, can be a handful. But we'll just say it at that. But speaking of, this is already gonna mess up. That's all right. I've got my mouse over here. All right, I'll be back in a couple of minutes, about 4 minutes or so, guys. I need to stand up and stretch. Yeah, you miss Nuclear Winter as well, Dallas. All right, guys, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Hey, look, it worked the first time. Look at that. All right, I'll be back.
There's a dude right over here. That's crazy. He's right at 120 something. That's crazy.
Oh, I got him!
Yes!
Yeah, bro.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, bro.
I see him.
I left a little sliver at the top.
Imagine
9 deaths.
those corners in the map don't have like.
Oh, baby!
Just finished the one.
All right, one on the roof still. Yeah!
I didn't even know we were down to just us and them.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul. All right, end of the song. Anyways, hey, where are you guys going? There we go, baby. Night, night. Oh my gosh.
Raiden just cut that corner. Oh my god, shit. Oh my god, sorry, Domi. I am so sorry, everyone. You're fine. I said that.
Let's go! Yes! So Drew and the guy in front of him both have penalties. I'm gonna push Boots the best I can. Let's go! Let's go! My wedding day, the birth of my son, an American finishing first at Le Mans. Yeah! Yes! Woo! Dallas, get the party room started. Woo! That's right, Snosberry. Defending American soil with American muscle. Hell yeah! Woo! I missed the Corvette from GTWS 2024. The car was so good. Man, I miss that car from that year's World Series qualifiers. That car just was so good. All right, can we get big money? Nope. That's right, not bad. What's that, 30 grand? Better than a kick in the pants, right? Unless you're into that thing. All right, let's see if we can't knock a little bit more time now off that. I will change our oil since we're here. How much longer do I have on this one? Oh, I got plenty of time to do this when I get back from vacation. Okay. I also knocked a couple tenths off my Red Bull Ring time in the Lancer. I had the third fastest Corvette time in the world with a 30.390. Yeah, 30.390, and I knocked 2 tenths off. We're going up to the mountains, lodge. We love it up there. I am going to try to plan a beach trip for the wife and I at some point this year. May not be till September. We'll just wait and see. But it is going to be, it was 99 here today, and in the mountains it was 81. So yeah, it's a lot cooler up in the mountains. I gotta work on this one quite a bit. I need to get down into the 47s. North Carolina, Dallas. North Carolina. Well, of course, MJ, because you don't measure things in freedom units, which is funny considering the name of the. Never mind. If you know, you know. But yeah, with it being 15 to 20 degrees cooler up there, I'll definitely take it. All right. So if we can get down to the low 27s, we may get down to under 2%. Nice. Nice, Dallas. Tennessee or North Carolina? What I want to do, Dallas, at some point is, I have to double check the dates, but I think it's sometime in June. I want to take Dewsdall back to the Smoky Mountains, like in June. I think it's late May, early June, specifically down to Cades Cove, because, and I'm sure you've been to Cades Cove, but it's, you know, it sits down there in between the mountains right there, and the fields just light up with, you want to call them lightning bugs or fireflies, whichever works for you. And so it is really cool just to watch all the fireflies, lightning bugs, whatever. You just come up from all the grasses and everything. Because of course the grasses in Cades Cove are so tall. All right, see if we can shave any more time off of this thing. So I thought Friday was moving day, MJ. Well, no, technically, okay, never mind. You said tomorrow, and tomorrow for you would be Friday because it's Thursday now over there, so. That's a very good reference, Dallas. Dallas over on Twitch. Lightning bugs, unless I'm watching wrestling, then it's fireflies. And if you know, you know. R.I.P. Bray. Man, he was a artist. That guy, the stuff that came out of his head was amazing. Could you imagine, Dallas, what he would have done in a Vince McMahon-less WWE? I mean, Triple H would have let him cook. I gotta take that turn a little bit differently because I gotta get lower and hit that gas sooner. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. And for anybody on Twitch wondering, I had to take the channel point the sound alerts away. They were causing issues on YouTube. So just to make things easier, I took them away. If I may re-add some from different things in the stream, different sound bits from the stream, but I have to I have to dig through clips and stuff. Yeah, but copyright and YouTube's really strong on how they handle stuff. Like one of the Ric Flair ones, I had completely cut out of the stream, out of the video, out of the VOD. That was horrible. That was atrocious. Alright, wait for the second sign up here. That's when we turn in. We float a little bit when we do that. Right there, we float a little bit. Nope. That's garbage. That's gonna be a mistake. Oh my gosh, that was ugly. That was ugly. Supposed to be in 5th through there. I was supposed to be in 5th, not 4th. Why did I? Bad habit, old habit. Whee! We went too far. But yeah, Dallas, I can think of 3 that I can upload from, I can clip the audio out of and upload from clips. Okay, that was just garbage from the word go. That was absolute garbage. I'm pushing too hard to try to keep up with somebody like Damien. Could not get it back on the track in time. I was where I needed to be, but at the last second, you couldn't just move it over a few inches. That was not horrible. All right, we're going to start fading to the right. Second sign. Try to keep the hammer down and turn in to the left sharply. Oh, that was horrible. All right, let's just keep pushing. See if we can pick up any more time anywhere else. Yeah, I'm about a second off. Second and a half off where I want to be. I want to be like a 205.5 around there, not a 207.6. Oh, that's ugly. That was ugly. I wanted to lift just a little bit, but I ended up having to feather that throttle through that turn, which is unfortunate. You just want to lift and then hammer down. I've got to trust myself more around that turn to get on and stay on the gas longer. All right, Dallas, you have yourself a great night. I appreciate you hanging out both on Twitch and on YouTube tonight. Thank you very much, sir. You have yourself a wonderful night. And I'll try not to stomp on the floor too much. If you know the joke there, then you're an OG around here. Dallas. Alright, we're gonna see if I have the cojones to hold it flat through this big turn up here. I kind of let off just a little bit. You have to let off there. I think Damien shifting up to 5th coming out of that turn is wild and has helped me a ton. Guess what? That didn't help me though. Oh, gotta be easy. Gotta be easy on that left-hander before the downhill right-hander. Alright, second sign, hard left. We float a little bit right there. And it's not great. I mean, that's better than last lap was. That's a 2:06.5, I think it was. That's better than the last lap was going. Dude, that was a lot smoother that time. One lift. And then put the hammer back down. I have to trust myself more on this turn. I still don't. That's marginally better. That was much better. Whoa. That was a save and a half. It's gonna be low 29. But we're gonna keep going if we can. Might even be a 30, but I think it's gonna be a low 29. Dang it. Keep going, just keep going. That's a shame. I didn't come out of that turn clean. It'll cost me a lot of time going. I mean, this lap's invalidated anyways, but Oh my gosh, look how much time I lost on that last lap right there. Holy crap. I mean, that had a potential to be a 26. That's just disgusting. Man. That sucks. One turn completely invalidates this lap, which I get. But this was a banger of a lap. But that tells me a 26.5 is definitely within my reach. Because remember, I had lost a lot of time earlier. My optimal might be down in the low 26s or even 25s. Man, that hurts. 26, 29. Man, I lost all that time I had going. It's all right. Just keep pushing. I can make it up. It's a long lap. That was a optimal's a 25.7. That's wild. Dang it, I lifted just a little bit. Gonna cost me a 27. Dang it. That little lift. I mean, there was a lot more in that lap that's gonna cost me, but still. Oh, I'm gonna get a 27? Yes, I am. That's pretty darn good. 25.8, I'll take that. All right. Or 205.8. It's gonna hurt me going up the hill, but I'm still at least I'm doing all right still. I got my optimal down to what, 25 and a quarter? That's pretty good for me considering you know, my driver rating and my driver skill. Lost a tenth there. 2 tenths now. Three tenths. I got lucky there. That curb should have sent this car flying. Big difference holding that. Big difference. Not gonna quite make a 25, but with an optimal of a 25.18. That's pretty damn good for me. So we were at what, 2.2% off of the Delta? Save a picture of this though. Mm. 1.82. I'm almost in the top 1,000 now. I've cut my time in half again. Or my position in half, I should say, not my time, my position. All right. Now I've got some heavy hitters on my friends list ahead of me. Some big heavy hitters. What would a 2518 get me? $25.18 would get me top 1,000. So if I hit my optimal, 25.18 is right around here, which is in the mid 900s. I could. That wouldn't be half bad. But the fact that I've gotten to where I've gotten, that's not half bad at all. I'll take that any day of the week and twice on Sundays. You know what I mean? I mean, we started, what did we start tonight at? At a 30.3-ish? I'll have to go back and look at the VOD real quick. Somewhere in that range. No, sorry, 29.8. So we have shaved 3.7 off our time tonight. That's pretty darn good. I want to save. That's really good. 0.182%. We were starting off the night, what, 2.57. So that's 3/4 of a percentage point off the delta. Did I do my math right, chat? 57 and 18. 75, right? Yeah. Where's delta? I need the math. I need the mathematician here. So I'll definitely take that. I'm gonna get up and stretch while we watch the replay. You're gonna do the whole thing? Yeah. We want the last lap. What? All right, I'll be right back, chat. All right, we're back. We're gonna watch the rest of this lap. Pretty wild though that my optimal is still a second faster. I don't know if, you know, a sub 25 is gonna be in the cards for me, but I love that little slide. Hold on, we gotta watch that again. This is a fun little car. But yeah, we dropped from almost a full percentage off the leader, almost a full percentage point off the leaders. We went from 2.57% off the delta to whatever I told you the number was, 1.82. Now I'll tell you what I was thinking. I was thinking, I want to get up to 122 miles an hour, which we did finally on this straight. That was the first thing I was thinking. And then once I did that, I'm thinking, all right, I don't want to drop below 119 going up the hill, and I don't. I stay above 119. And once I crest this hill, I know I'm aiming for a 26 at this point, right? And I'm thinking, don't screw up right down here. Yeah, don't screw up right in these last couple turns. All right, so a couple things. Let's replay that from a different view. All right, so a couple things. First, we don't want to come out of any turn using third gear, even that turn right there. you know, we want to use fourth coming here. That could have been a lot cleaner, but you know, I'll take it. I want to swing it hard, get me some good speed here. But I really don't want to bring it down to third. That's the first thing, right? I bring it down to third here, but I think I immediately, yeah, bring it back up. This turn right here, I still got to figure out more. I'm still slow here. I'm losing a lot of time here. I actually like how I took that. What I end up with, like a 52.1 on the first sector. 51.2, my bad, wrong way. This could have been a little bit cleaner, but we kept it above 106. We kept it at 106 or higher through there, which is what I really need to do through those turns. Of course, wait for the second sign. Cut it. Kind of float. That thing floats hard through that turn. I gotta learn when to get on the gas better on that turn. I lose a lot of speed on that corner. If I can figure out that corner and keep it, you know, get it back up into fifth right away. I'll tell you what, this right here, this turn's really scary. Just going flat out in sixth. Double downshift here, back up to fourth. This turn I need to clean up a lot too. This turn I'm really clunky in. Because if I can clean it up, I can come out of that turn with more speed. I'm really clunky in that turn. This one I need to get on the gas a little bit more. I think I slowed down too much. No, this time I didn't take it half bad. And then this one I think I just one lift. Nah, I do flutter it just a little bit, so it does probably cost me just a little bit of time on this short straight here. This I was pleased with this. This was probably the best I took that turn all night. I think I have to go back and watch the actual stream to see if I gained too much time coming up this hill. .474. No, I lost a little bit of time coming up this hill. Just a little bit. Carousel, I need to feel more comfortable on the throttle through. I did pick up some time here, though. I know Damien goes flat on this turn. I just can't yet. Shift into fifth right here is huge for me. That was a huge, just by watching Damien's replay, that was a huge bonus. That makes this whole section right here, this whole sequence, a lot faster. Being able to kind of cut through that line a little bit more. I used to always slow down way too much on those two turns. I still think I'm using too much brake here. I got lucky there. I got really lucky there. That car should have gotten thrown. Yeah, right here. I got lucky. Yeah, shifting to fifth and keeping the pedal mashed down here. Yeah, that's big. Yeah, I think we get up to 122 on this straight before the hill. Yep. 122. And then we don't dip below 119. I would like to be able to stay above 120. But, no, we do dip into 118. My bad. Yeah, I'm thinking at this point, don't screw it up, because we have an outside shot at a 26, or excuse me, a 25. But don't screw up this 26. Because we were 1.7 clear. So yeah, that's a lot of good work for the night. I'm not gonna lie. I don't see any way I get anywhere down to a 120. Yeah, that would be top 100. That's not gonna happen. I think if I could hit my optimal would put me in the mid 900s, which I think is definitely doable. I think that's definitely doable. I got some fast guys on my friends list up here. Jeez. Yep, I'm pleased. I'm pleased with the work we put in tonight, so. Oh, my phone's way over there. Give me 1 second, chat. Alrighty. Oh, let's see if there's anybody on Twitch I want to raid out to. Yeah, let's do that. All right. Come on. All right, chat, we're going to call it a night on Twitch. We're going to raid over to Tinsley. He's a homie. Looks like he's doing Daily Race C. Of course, in VR as he normally does. Looks like it's Daily Race C. It is definitely Daily Race C. So let's go say hi to Tinsley over on Twitch. On YouTube, I want to thank you all for hanging out. Actually, Twitch and YouTube, I want to thank you all for hanging out. I want to thank you guys for the follows tonight. The likes over on YouTube, I really do appreciate it. It helps me a great deal. We might be back tomorrow. Maybe the new time trial. Friday, I want to look at doing weekly challenges, but you guys pick my cars for them, for the ones that you guys can pick cars for. And then I don't know, that might be the last stream before vacation. We'll see what happens. But I want to thank you all for hanging out. Dallas, MJ, Lodge, Nitro, and Phil. We had some new folks over there over on YouTube. I want to thank you guys for the follows and the likes over on YouTube and the follows over on Twitch. All right, on Twitch, we're going to see Tinsley. On YouTube, we're just going to say goodnight. So until next time, you make sure you take care of yourselves and each other and have a great rest of your night. Good night, guys. I love your body, Larry. Good night, guys.